Hey everyone, it's Claudia, and welcome to Take a Moment to dot dot dot. And that represents the new topic I bring to you each and every week that I hope will provoke you to pause for a moment, think about what I'm saying, and maybe even tweak perspective just a little bit, maybe incorporate what you're getting out of it into everyday life. Every week I come to you completely dependent on the Lord and the Holy Spirit. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And this definitely is one of those weeks. um, and as I've explained in the past, that about a year ago, I jumped off the cliff into the arms of Jesus, trusting him completely for this podcast. I've always been a planner. I've always been somebody who had to have every duck in a row, and not so much anymore. I still like things to be so, but when things don't happen, it's like, oh, help me, help me. Anyway, um, that's been a time of discovery. It's been a time of letting go. It's been a time of being in the unknown. It's been a time of just, I don't know if it's throwing caution to the wind or just completely trusting God here and just knowing that everything's going to be okay. I thank you for joining me. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Take a Moment To, and on podcast stations such as Spotify and Apple. And I invite you to like, subscribe, and share. That would mean a lot to me. And I appreciate you joining me. And I hope that this week's episode blesses you, as I hope the others do as well. So this week is Take a Moment to Get Grubby. I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea. I'm kind of in this, I think, stream of consciousness today. My brain just started going off in different directions and tangents. And I just started thinking about being grubby and messy. And life just seems to like throw up every once in a while. That's the only way I can think about it at the moment. We always come out on the other side. We do come through it all. But then I just started to go off, as I said, on a tangent. And I thought about being messy, being grubby, being dirty. And for some reason, I just felt I was supposed to wear a white shirt today. And as I'm talking, I think it's because it's like being a blank canvas. And I started to think about painting. And not that I'm a painter, but I do have friends that are artists and stuff like that. And they always start with a blank canvas and an idea. And then they start to fill in the canvas, and the white canvas becomes filled with color, with creativity, and all of that. But to be a painter, to get into that, you got to get grubby. You got to get messy. Paint goes all over the place. The rag is a mess. The clothes are a mess. There's paint on the face, on the hands, all over the place. But you got to get grubby. You got to get dirty. You got to get messy to allow the creativity to come through and to be able to get to that place of going into the muck and the mire and to release all of the tightly knit, the tight bows and everything all nicely put together, and be in a place to just be in the unknown, to just let it go, to just allow things to happen. And you have to get grubby, you have to get dirty, you have to get messy to do that. Put ourselves aside, to paint outside the lines. Okay, I mean, I've always been one to paint inside the lines, but I think I'm at a place now. And it's been happening for a while. And I think this comes from being in a place of discovering new things about myself, new things about life. I've had to allow myself to let things go, to get messy, to just not be so neat and everything so ordered. But to allow myself to come out. But I've had to get grubby and messy and dirty to allow the Lord to step in and to heal me of the garbage or the junk, and that stuff's got to come out. It's like, I don't know, I don't know where I'm going with this, but like being a health coach. I start people on a program. I've had to do this myself. And when we start eating clean, the toxins in the body have to start to come out, and people start to feel a little sick. And it can be from headaches to nausea to other, bodily functions that have to happen. But we've got to get messy, dirty to be able to let things get better and to clean, even cleaning out closets. Have you ever cleaned out a closet? It's a mess. Things are all over the place. You got to get grubby. And you roll up your sleeves and you just let it do what you got to do, because then all of a sudden things are nice and fresh and new. And I'm also thinking about, like I said, I'm on a stream of consciousness here, so just bear with me, just flow with where I'm going, which I don't know where I'm going. I'm just talking. Um, if you're out and I don't garden either. I have a garden outside in my apartment, but I don't do anything with it except prune it every once in a while to when this gets overgrown, and I just got to pull out the weeds and pull out that kind of stuff. But I'm getting grubby. I've got to get in there and make it happen. And it's like, oh, there's another little bugs and things that are in there. Yeah, I can't stand it, but I have to do it because I don't like that overgrowth. I don't like that stuff, but I have to get to the place of getting sweaty and dirty and grubby and all that kind of stuff to make it look better. Also, there's things in our lives. Um, I don't know. I'm going here. Okay, relationships. Sometimes we get into relationships and we think things are going to be so perfect and wonderful, and they're not. They get messy, they get grubby, they get dirty. They just, the ugly comes out, and people always try to put their best foot forward. But then when you're in a real relationship with somebody, you start to see other sides of them. And then we have to make choices. Are we going to love them the way they are? Or are we going to, we can't change anybody. We really can't change anybody. People have to be in a place to be able to recognize things that have to be changed and go into that place of being transformed. But we can't change anybody. And we might get, it might get ugly, in the situation of being in a relationship with people. It can be. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've heard screaming fits between couples, married couples. My own parents, had a very vocal relationship. And it gets ugly, it gets grubby, it gets messy. And it's just, I just feel that we're in a place to, okay, this phrase is coming into my brain. It's like when you let your hair down. Like I said, I'm meandering today. I'm literally in a stream of consciousness. It's like when you let your hair down, you have to just stop pretending. Stop being what everybody expects you to be. Stop being all buttoned up. Let your hair down. Be yourself. And even if you don't even know who you are at the moment, just take the moment, go into the unknown, allow yourself to just be and just see what happens. And that could be grubby, that could be messy, that could be dirty, that could be just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But we have to do that because there are things within us. There's life within us we don't even know is there. There's creative thoughts that are in there. There's just things that we need to explore that we may have squashed for years and years and years, and they need to come out because I really believe we're in a season where things are changing at such a rapid pace, but I think the Lord is doing that too. He's Things are accelerating things, but we have to be aligned with him. We have to be in a place to be where he is. And that's like letting go of the past, letting go of old things. And when you don't know where you're going or what it is, it can be grubby, it can be messy, it can be dirty. And I just feel that shed the old skin. I mean, we're going into, we're coming out of winter now. And when the winter, there's no foliage, there's especially when in the cold weather areas of the world, there's no life. But I mean, it's beautiful with the snow, especially when the sky is blue, 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 and the sun is shining and it's on a blanket of white snow. It's absolutely gorgeous. But the land has been in rest, getting ready for the spring, and we're going to be moving into spring. Actually, I think next week we're going to daylight savings time. But we're getting ready to plant again. We're getting ready to um, bring life into the world again. And you have to get into the dirt. You have to get into that place of being ready to explore, to come into that place of allowing the new to blossom, allowing the new to come forth. And we have to shed the old. And that is just like getting in the closet, getting in the dirt, getting all of that, getting the old out, and allow the new to blossom, allow the new to take its place, to be on that canvas, to be created, designed, and to be able to be a masterpiece for the world to see, whether it's yourself or what you do or what you bring. There might be things in your life you've always wanted to do, but you've never done them. I mean, I'm a testament right here. I mean, I never thought I'd be doing a podcast. Hello. I never thought I'd be an actress, but that's what I always wanted, and that's what I'm doing. Has it been pretty? No, it's been grubby. It's been ugly. It's been a lot of things that I thought I was out of my mind. But anything worthwhile, you have to get in there. You have to be able to take the good with the bad, to take the ugly with the beautiful. And like I said, I am in a stream of consciousness here. This is where I am. I'm just rattling on and talking, but I hope that there's a message in here about letting go, being getting into the dirt, allowing yourselves to feel the dirt. And not like I'm one who does this, but I know people who they like to get their hands in the dirt and they love to plant the flowers, and all that dirt is there, but there's life that comes from the dirt. There's life that comes from the dirt. So be, oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Mm. Sometimes just allow yourself to have that plain canvas, that blank canvas. Allow yourself to clean out the junk. Allow God to clean out the junk. Come into that place of cleansing, of creating, being in a place of the unknown, being in a place of being in the moment, not knowing what's going to happen next, and just accepting it, not being so by the book, so buttoned up. There's freedom in that. There's freedom in that. And as someone, as I said, I always like my I's dotted and my T's crossed, always a planner. This has been a very grubby place for me to be for a lot of years, to getting to this place of discovery, to getting to this place of coming into who I was born to be, to come into this place of allowing myself to be me and discovering me. And it's just been painful at times, but it's been rewarding because I'm so comfortable with me now. I'm still growing. Yeah, I'm still discovering. Yeah, but I wouldn't trade all the years of this getting grubby, getting messy, getting dirty to get shed and to come into the having the canvas to paint the new picture, to paint my new life, to allow God to come in and reveal this new me that's always been there, but has laid hidden because of life, because of insecurities, because of whatever. But now I've come into my own. And so I'm encouraging you to allow yourself to go there, allow yourself to be grubby and get messy, allow yourself. I mean, even my hair today, just let it do its thing. I didn't even bother with it. It's just like kind of all over the place. And I don't care. It's like, because they like to be just so, but I don't care. It's just, I guess it's all in keeping with what my brain was going today. So, thank you for allowing me to ramble. Thank you for allowing me to have a stream of consciousness. But I hope that it touched you in a way that I couldn't if I was all ordered. I'm kind of like out of order, but ordered today, if you understand that. So I want to encourage you to take a moment to get grubby.